Alright, so here we have my 2016 Challenger RT, and I'm going to show you real quick, kind of just explain how to create your own Hellcat cold air intake. 15 and 16 Challengers both already have the headlight assembly for it on that inner one where just the LED halo is, not the actual bulb. If you reach in, they've got this little plastic clip. Outside view, inside view. It's just got 3 little clips on it. You just reach inside, right inside of there. You'll feel it, and you just unclip it, and it pushes straight out. If you break it like I did, I think they're 10 bucks on Mopar's website, if you ever want to put it back in. And then, for the actual airbox, what you're going to need to buy, if you don't already have it from a hardware store or maybe Walmart, it's going to be a 3-inch drill bit like this. And that's what you're going to need to drill the actual hole in your airbox. And then from AutoZone, everything I bought was about 25 bucks. And it was all in the same spot. If you go where their cold air intakes that you can make yourself, the like individual pipes and all that are, that's where this all is. So you buy, there's this plastic piece. It's 3 inches. That rubber gasket is a 3-inch input, 3-inch output is what it'll say. And then that little grip, I believe C-clamp is what it was called. It'll be right there too. They're all in the same spot. And then the hose I used was a 2-foot, 3-inch diameter HVAC tube. And it'll come with, there's a rubber gasket in there. If you can't see it, I know it's hard to see, but that rubber gasket comes with the hose itself. So to start off, what I did was I kind of took a ruler and I just kind of put it on top of the actual headlight assembly right here. And I just angled it down until I found where I wanted to actually place the hole. Or if you want to, another way you can do it is get the hose to about the length it's going to be when it fits in there properly. And then just position it where the hole is going to be. And then I took a white Sharpie and just marked the top of the hole. And then marked the far right side of the hole to make sure I didn't go beyond where the airbox starts to angle. From there, take the airbox itself out. Find where you've got that top line at and that side line at. Go ahead and place your Dremel on there. Mark where you're going to have then the left side and the bottom side for that maximum, area of movement, I guess you could call it. And then you just drill a hole straight through. That's it. The only problem I ran into that I did not foresee, and I wish I had a Dremel for, was once you drill the hole, you push that through from the inside to the outside. And then you try and get that clamp to fit on there. The only reason it's a problem is because of where it actually screws down. The honeycomb texture on the side of the airbox gets in the way. So if you have a Dremel, it's a lot easier. You can just Dremel a little bit and then put that clamp back on, see if it'll fit. If not, just repeat it as necessary until it fits. I didn't have a Dremel, so I kind of had to butcher it and just eat away at it with that, and it was a pain, to say the least. But once you get that all sat on there, then you put that 3-inch rubber gasket on the actual plastic piece that's in there, the gray one. Clamp it down, make sure it's nice and tight. And then you go ahead and put the hose in on this side. The gasket that comes with this, you just shove all the way in there. And then you can take that hose and twist it, and it kind of screws itself in there, and it'll get nice and tight, and it won't go anywhere. So you get that in there, get that gasket all tightened down, and you just grab the hose and you just pull it, because it pulls apart, as you can kind of see from it being expanded right there. You pull it, you get it sat on the airbox itself in that gasket, make sure it's nice and tight, push it in there as much as you can, and then you just put the airbox back inside your engine bay. Make sure it all fits nice. If it doesn't, then the problem more than likely will just be the hose is too long. It'll take a couple trial and errors to, you know, put it in, get it the right size, take it out and all that. But once you get it, it'll sit in there. It's nice, it's airtight, it's sealed. I don't get any sort of water leakage out of it, either out of this end or the end by the airbox. There's no water from when it rains. And all the water I've ever had when I've opened this up once it's been downpouring is pretty minimal. And if there is any, it barely is at the bottom of this box and a little bit at the bottom. Never like some crazy pool or anything like that. It's definitely a modification I would recommend if you don't want to spend $200 on an airbox, or I want to say it's $90 for the box and the hose from Mopar without the actual air intake hose to the engine. I think the box and the hose is about $90. So total, if you don't already have one of those, it's about 30 bucks for the hose and everything. If you do need the drill bit, it was about 40 or 50, but if you can get someone who's got one of those bits that you can borrow, it'll save you about $20, $25. It was the most expensive single item I had to buy. So again, if you need it, 3-inch drill bit, 3-inch diameter black HVAC pipe. It'll come with that the gasket on the headlight. 3-inch input, 3-inch output rubber gasket, little C-clamp, and then I'm not even gonna lie, I don't remember what it's called, but that plastic piece that kind of sticks out just a little bit beyond the airbox. And I mean, that's it. That's all you need, and save yourself about 100 and some odd bucks.